Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is our fourth lab, which is related to chapter 4, which is basically object based vector data model. In this lab, we will first create a geodatabase and then a feature dataset and then a feature class. We will convert the shapefile to other formats, examining the polylines with the Meyers, and we will learn some concepts which are related to geodatabases and practice them. And then finally, we will be concluding our lab. As a first step, you have to start our catalog, and in our catalog just connect your folder to chapter 4 and click OK. Here I am connected to chapter 4. The first task, it asks you to create a new geodatabase. Geodatabase concepts, you have file geodatabase and a personal geodatabase. Personal geodatabase is of small size for personal use, for small data set, and file geodatabases of large size. So just click on personal geodatabase. So you can rename your personal geodatabase here by going right click, selecting the rename. Here just type as task1.mdb and click OK. So in this geodatabase you can now create a feature data set, right? So this is an hierarchy you must keep in mind. Just click on the feature data set and name this feature data set as task1 feature data set, or you can follow the name which is mentioned in the PDF. Here you have to import the coordinate system. As you can see this icon, if you click this drop down, here you have the import option, and from this import you have to select the streams.shp. So just click next and finish. Now streams.shp coordinate system is assigned to this feature dataset. Just right click this task1 feature dataset and point to import. In import we have two options, feature class single and feature class multiple. Just click on feature class multiple. Here you have to import two things. One is your streams.shp file from the chapter 4. You have streams.shp and elevationzone.shp. So just press Ctrl and add the two files and click OK. So once you click OK, a process will be executed, and your two shape files, they are now actually a part of this feature dataset, which is in turn a part of this geo database. So this hierarchy must be kept in mind, that you have the first a geo database, a feature dataset, and then in that feature class we have imported some files, shape files, elevation zone or streams shape file, right? Now this geo database can be opened in Microsoft Access. You just have to go to Microsoft softwares, here Office, and click on SS. When you click on the SS, this window is going to appear. Just click blank database and click create. Here you can open the file by browsing to your folder. Chapter 4, and in chapter 4, for example, this is my file task1. If you just open this file, you will have all these files over here. If you click elevation zone, you will see that the shape file will be displayed here. The database will be actually displayed here, so you can use SS to assess your database. Let's have a revision of the first task. We just have created a personal geodatabase, a feature dataset, and we imported the feature class multiple. Two files, they are imported, streams and elevation zone, and you can view this geodatabase in the Microsoft SS, right? So this is some concept or basic task that is related to creating a database and importing some features in that database. Moving on, our next task is similar to the task 1, and in this task what you have to do is to create a new personal geodatabase, and then instead of importing feature class multiple, you just have to import feature class single and import the land soil.shp and name the feature class land soil and click OK. So it is similar to the first task, no major difference. The next task is basically working in ArcMap. We have a layer named as decrease24k.shp, which is basically Washington State's highway shapefile. We have to launch the ArcMap and open this file. I have already launched ArcMap and opened the file over here. So once your shapefile has been opened up, you just have to open the attribute table and you will see that there are some information available. For example, the shape decrease 1 SR, some information which we do not know what they represent actually. And once we have viewed the attribute table, then we can use Meyer tool as well as route identification tool. So these are two tools which needs to be explored till this exercise. One is simple Meyer tool which you can use. For example, I want to measure distance from this point till this point, a straight distance. So it tells me that it is 275 kilometers. So this is simple measurement tool. If you want to change the units, you can just change the distance. For example, I want area in nautical miles or miles, so it will give me area in 70. It is 17 miles approximately or 83 miles based on the line drawn. And the second thing is route. If you go to the customize toolbars, and you will have an option of route over here. Here you have route editing. So route editing, it basically have three options. The first one is define the line portion. For example, you just have to make some route first. If you before making a route, start editing and select this shapefile, and once you have editing start, just select any file. For example, I've selected this. Now you can explore these three options. This one is define the line portion. Just click and trace this file till here. So I have defined this line portion. The second option is making a route. If I want this to be marked as route, right, so I will just select make route option, and this will be my route now. And the third thing is calibrate a route, right? So you can calibrate or interpolate these route existing or new. Uh, at this level, you just need to use this all these three tools: define a line portion, make some route, and calibrate some route. So you can measure the distances as well. So this is the basic of the uh, object-based vector data model. More exercises. Let's clear this feature. In vector data, we have point, we have line, we have polygons. For example, this is my line file. If you go to the properties section, you can make maps from these vector file based on any feature, right? For example, I have map based on SR field. Similarly, you in the vector file, you can note down that each line is basically a separate file, a separate in a separate row. You have each line drawn. So you can select them from this attribute table and view in the ArcMap. So these are some basics of vector data. You can edit the vector data. For example, I have started editing, selected the line, and I can draw some new highway or some new line using the editing tool, right? So this line will now be added over here at the last, right? So I can enter some information. For example, let's 250 and let's rename it as to 360. So this is the exercise of object-based vector data model. You must be clear that object-based vector data model is point, line, and polygon. You must be clear with the concept of files, uh, geodatabase and personal geodatabase, a feature data set and a feature class, and how to import a shapefile in a feature class using the R catalog. The first two tasks for this exercise. So this is all for today's lab. Thank you.